Good morning, well, good afternoon, and welcome to the midday with Eddie and Vinny, where we have two rideshare drivers trying to work their way out of rideshare into day trading. And okay, Vinny's gonna be here later on today, but I'm gonna take over for a little bit. And so, all right, let's talk some news. But before we talk some news, there's one little trade that I wanted to show you guys. I bought an option yesterday. I bought an option yesterday for $10, and I think I sold it for like 128% this morning over on gapped up the spy gapped up. Watch this, but all the way down here. Anticipated I get it was $10, and I think I sold it for like 20 something bucks. I wish I would have spent a little bit more money, but testing it out and it actually worked out. So yep. 100 and something percent. Just bought it, and then I went ahead and did another trade and made a little bit more money today, day trading. Waiting for that pullback, which Vinny usually does not like when I say pullback because she just wants it to continue in the same direction without the pullback. But yeah, good morning there, Ramon Thomas. Good morning. Yeah, I did not see that story that there, Thomas, for the UAW um let's see what happens. It has not hit my my news feed yet. I've been keeping track of the news as what's going on, especially over at the border. I don't know if you guys are from Austin. I know Melvin, you're over here, and I've been seeing a lot more people under the bridges, especially with their families. You know, mother, father, and then kids. And I'm always afraid. Like today, I actually picked somebody up from somewhere, and the gentleman did not match the app, and he looked extremely homeless. He got in my car. I drove them to a community center. All right. And he ended up not even going to that community center. He ended up just walking away and just going down the road to where a golf course was. Some old guy, and he was definitely homeless. And I'm going to maybe just maybe the phone was stolen. So he was using that, and it makes me again. It makes me nervous because I know I want to talk about this stuff, but some people don't want to talk about it, but I do because sooner or later, in where I drive, I don't want to get the one person in my car and then something bad happens and then I'm like stuck like right in the middle of it. Everybody should know there's about 7,000 people, another caravan of about 7,000 people. All right, coming over the border on the way to the border, and even the guy that's actually leading the caravan is actually saying that they're taking advantage of the border because Biden is not doing anything. They just let him in. They just let him in. And 7,000 is a lot. Is a lot. So now I'm not exactly sure if they're gonna be coming in through Texas, but I think they're gonna be trying to come in through another state, and there's nothing stopping it. I don't know if you guys ever seen. Have you guys ever heard the story of the Bundy Ranch a long time ago, 2013? So there was this group called BLM, not that BLM, the other BLM, the what is it? Bureau of Land Management, and they tried. I watched this whole entire thing while it was actually happening. This is back in 2013. 2013, 2013. Yep. This is a 2 minute a 2 minute clip, and what had happened was that they were trying to charge the old man for some grazing because his cattle was like grazing. They were like eating out, whatever. Anyway, they were trying to take the land away from this old man, and they were trying to take it away illegally. Next thing you know, they arrested his sons, and then a whole bunch of people just started showing up, and they were armed. So there was there was agents there that were armed, and then a whole bunch of people from all the states showed up, and they were armed too. They were never able to do anything or take the land from Bundy. I don't even know what happened after the story. But watch this. I don't know if you guys remember. This was back in 2013. I was watching this whole entire thing just like escalate. Look here. So these was the agents. They're all being armed. All right. And then the people start showing up. But the people start showing up too, asking BLM to just leave. Like leave, like you're not taking it. Dude, they were actually going into this guy's land and they were taking it by force. So you have armed agents, and then you had a whole bunch of people, and then they showed up armed. Man, I was literally watching this. Yeah, yeah, I remember. I think once this whole entire deal was over, um, a family was actually driving, and then the FBI stopped them down the road and ended up shooting the father or something like that. And the father and the son ended up, and the son that actually, and one of his sons actually getting arrested for some time. But this people from like states all around, those showed up armed. There was even one guy that was actually a sniper, and he was like, oh, there, no, that's not him. It was some other guy. He had a sniper rifle with the AR pointed at the agents because they were literally threatening. They were literally threatening, and they were taken out by force. This is what's going to happen sooner or later, I think, at the border when freaking Texans. This happened. This happened. What was the Bundy Ranch? What was the Bundy Ranch? What was the Bundy Ranch? This was a pledge pursue effort to resolve a conflict in Southern Nevada. Southern Nevada, to pay a grazing fee. This is what needs to happen in the border. But in the border, they don't even have enough agents for them to even do anything. So doing a little hissy fit over there with people coming over. But listen, 7,000 people caravan. It's a lot. They're gonna let them in. They're gonna let them in, and not only that, you guys know that we also have a whole bunch of man, how do I say this? So you guys drive around and you tend to meet a lot of people, and a lot of the times I do not know who these people are that actually get into my car. And so let me see, escalating illegal. Oh man, it's bad. Let me see if I can find this. See, I post all my stuff. A damn guy keeps showing up. Now, this is not related, but there was a driver from First Coast News. So there was a driver that actually got shot. He had the wrong person in the car. Let me see. Brian Grunt's mom says she was devastated after reading the reports and learning that they were giving $20,000 to pay out the killer to kill the passenger that her son was driving. Somebody was in the car that they shouldn't have been there, and somebody paid money to, I guess, kill the guy, and that was the passenger, and the driver actually ended up getting involved. This is First Coast News. I came across this news yesterday. Uh, man, you guys got to be careful who you pick up. You really got to be careful who you pick up. Just remember, if you're out there and you're gonna pick somebody up and you don't know what it is, just cancel. Cancel. I did that a couple of days ago when I was picking somebody up and I didn't know who they it was. The whole entire thing was just spooky, and I didn't want to pick them up. I didn't want to pick them. I didn't want to pick them up, and I canceled the ride. By the way, how come I don't get a feed of this UAW? No, I really don't think this is going to benefit anybody anyway. Like UAW members, What do we got here? This was posted 2 hours ago by the Associated Press. UAW members at the first Ford plant to go on strike overwhelmingly approve the new contract. What is the new contract? Let me see. Auto workers at the first factory to go on strike have voted overwhelmingly in favor of the tentative contract agreement reached within the company. Members of Local 900 at the Michigan Assembly Plant in Wayne, Michigan, west of Detroit, voted 81% in favor of 4-year and 8-month deal. According to Facebook postings by local members on Thursday, 2 union officials confirmed the accuracy of the percentage on Thursday. Neither wanted to be identified because the vote totals had not been made public. But what was the deal? Let me see. About 3,300 United Auto Workers union members went on strike at the plant on September 15th. Okay, yeah, we know that. And production workers voted 81% to ratify the deal, while skilled traders workers voted 90% in favor. Voting at Ford will continue throughout November 17th. Okay. I don't know what the deal was. Well, it looks like they agree with something, but it doesn't say what they agreed with. Let me see. The deal with all three companies are generally the same, although there are some differences. All give workers 25% general pay raises, with 11% upon ratification. With cost of living pay, the raises will exceed 30% by the time the contracts end, which will be on April 30th, 2028. Okay, so they get a 25% increase. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I just don't want my car to break down now because I'm not gonna be able to get any parts. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, Dr. C, man. Wow, you took a homeless. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I took a homeless dude with his dealer or something from a motel to downtown. Throughout, I was gonna get robbed, but both nice guys. Gotta love those Lyft gift cards. I don't know how they're able to get. I mean, are they gift cards? I'm assuming they stole the phone and that's what they're doing. Again, I'm just assuming. But when you go to pick them up, and I mean, boy, you go to pick them up, and there's like a camp like right next to them, and you know that's where they're going. And this is not the first time I have actually picked up there. And me, no, I mean, they get in your car, and you can tell that they're homeless. But there is there's a little, there's some people out there that the homeless guys that try to, or girls that try to do the program and try to get out, and they try to work their way out through working and stuff. So they have to start at the bottom. I just never seen it over in that area. Yeah, the oh man, the migration head towards California. Yeah, hey, you know, I don't know, man. I don't even know where they're coming in from, but they're gonna get in. They're gonna get in. I've been watching it. I've been watching it lately. I mean, did you guys see what Elon Musk said about George Soros? It is just like everything, all this stuff that's actually. I mean, well, everybody knows George Soros. Crap was planned. This is a nice little Joe Rogan podcast. This is what Elon says, and he talks about George Soros. And I don't even know. I don't even know. And a lot of people just agree. Listen, George Soros, he don't like it. Something happened to him when he was a little boy. Something happened to him, and then that guy just went freaking nutty crazy. But listen to Elon how he explains about George Soros.
I mean, Soros actually, he is, I believe, the top contributor to the Democratic Party. The second one was Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah.
So, and Soros, I don't know. I mean, he had a very difficult upbringing, um, and I, in my opinion, he fundamentally hates humanity. That's my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, well, he's doing things that erode the fabric of civilization. Getting DAs elected who refuse to prosecute crime. That's part of the problem in San Francisco. and LA and a bunch of other cities. So why would you do that?
Was it humanity or is it just the United States as a whole? I mean,
I
is
mean,
he
he's
doing
pushing
this other
things in other
places?
countries too,
He's
not
doing
just
the same
here.
thing.
Yeah. Now, George at this point is pretty old. I mean, he's not,
He's not
uh,
there.
you know, he's basically a bit senile at this point. But I mean, and
Passing it over to his
he's
son.
very
That's what
smart.
he did.
And he's very good at arbitrage. Famously, he shorted the British pound. That's sort of how I think he made his first money, was shorting the pound. So he's
Uh-huh.
good at spotting, basically arbitrage, like spotting value for money that other people don't see. So one of the things he noticed was that that the value for money in local races is much higher than it is in national races. So the lowest value for money is a presidential race. Then next lowest value for money is a Senate race, then a Congress, and but once you get to sort of city and state district attorneys, the value for money is extremely good. And Soros realized that you don't
Listen,
actually
listen.
need to change the laws; you just need to change how they're
No.
enforced. If nobody chooses to enforce the law, or the laws are differentially enforced, it's like changing the laws.
See? See? He donates money to the people that could actually change the laws. And once you change the laws, then you can influence everything else past that. And that's what's going on with the elections. Okay? Let me this. This is while the distractive messing. This is the massive caravan that's actually going towards our border. Man, how old is this? Was this yesterday? This was the 31st. So this was a couple of days ago. This is a couple of days ago. But this is the caravan. This is the caravan. It's a lot of people. It's a lot. You guys got to listen to that guy that actually said about why he's taking, why they going. He said they're taking advantage of it because they don't get it. They don't do anything at the border. They just let them in. It is just so many people. 7,000, I think the count was. Anyway, so on other news, how was everybody's week? Hey, so far this week, oh, look at the SPY. SPY is actually still going up today, man. I should have kept my option in there. I probably would have made even more money. See this? And then I'm gonna be now what I'm gonna be doing is this waiting game that I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna wait for, you see this? This is the daily. Now I just want to wait for this thing to basically turn around, go the other way, and that's gonna be my pullback. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So how have you guys been doing out there doing with this whole crazy stuff? I can't seem to drive near the city because everything is just making me nervous. You know, I mean, I'm not like a nervous wreck, but uh, man, it's just, I don't know. Every time I drive, pick people up, drop them off, make the money, and then I'm kind of gone. Actually, we have this event called Afrotech over in Austin downtown, which is pretty good. Melvin, if you're still in here, you should be down here. Afrotech is pretty good actually. A lot of XL rides I've been getting. Lyft has been throwing me those comforts that I really don't like it, but they don't pay too good. But I've been watching those comforts coming in. Afrotech is downtown, and then this weekend is going to be on 10th, 11th, and 12th of November. I think it is. It's going to be that new EV tech thing that's going on at the plaza of the Circuit of the Americas, which is the racetrack where we have F1, and it's going to be the new EVs that are coming out next year, and you actually get to test them out and drive them. I'm going to be going on that on the 11th. The last time I went there, I spent $1,500, but not yet. Not this year. Not this year. It's some pretty cool stuff. They have EV bikes, the new electric cars that are coming out. electric motorcycles. I actually wanted to drive my Sur there, but I wouldn't. I make it there, but I probably won't make it back. It's too far. I think it's too far. It would have been pretty cool though. But they let you ride motorcycles, and it should be a very busy day. Now, I don't know. I don't drive. People, well, hold on. I remember, man, when I went there, I do not know if there was traffic actually getting in there. But I went early in the morning when they first opened up. There was a little bit of traffic, but I didn't drive it. I didn't drive it. Yeah, not yet. There's Silver Fox, but I'm not exactly sure where they're going to be going. Usually once they get to the border, once they just start getting close to the border, they start splitting, and they go in one direction, they go the other direction. I just don't know if they do it here in Texas or they use other states to actually get through also. Because usually they would climb up to California and get in somewhere over there, but in California, they don't say anything. It's just people recording and like kind of like over here, there's actually buses and they stop at this particular town, and that's where they drop them off at. There's a grocery store there. And then they wait there, and then I don't know if they get vouchers for Ubers or somebody calls an Uber for them. And sometimes I pick them up. That's one of the areas where I actually try to avoid when I go to pick somebody up there and I'm going in there. I just kind of like, no, you know what? I don't want to cancel. I mean, I do cancel. And the thing is like, I don't want to imagine if I have somebody in there and they don't have any papers and then I get pulled over. Okay. And then they find out that they're actually illegally here. Am I going to get charged for it? But we will see through time. I'm hoping they really got to close it up. They really, really have to close it up. I'm looking at the news here. Wait. Hold on, Alex. Whatever happened to Alex? Hey, Alex, are you in here, Alex? Hey, listen, Alex, man. If you're in here, man, hey, you welcome. You're welcome. See, I'm reading something right now. Yeah, listen, Alex. Of course, man. There's some things going on out here. I don't know what's going on, like over on your side. I mean, hey, novice. He trades and he sits home and he don't do that much. Novice is in a position that I want to be in. So novice gets bored and novice goes out and does whatever. The thing is that with all these things that are happening, where we're all struggling, we're trying to pay our bills and stuff, and then kind of like when you make money somewhere and then it stops, then you get so used to finding other money somewhere else. So you start doing something else. So you always have you get used to that constantly moving around and making money. So everything for my day, everything starts at 5. My alarm always goes off at 5 o'clock in the morning. Whether I can wake up or not, it's a different story. But it always goes up at 5. I take my time. I get up. All right. I have my routine. 5 o'clock in the morning. I hit the road by 6. Okay. I work about 5 hours. And then I'll come back. I'll sit here for about 6 hours. I'll do everything that I need to do with work right here. And then I'll go back and I work another 5 hours. And then after I'm done with that, I'll come here and then I edit some videos. So my life is busy. I do this 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Sometimes when you see my videos, I record and I hit the road like at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I still woke up at about 5 and I was doing work. I'm used to my routine. Novice is like kind of like the opposite. Novice doesn't need to worry about these things. So I think sooner or later, after once I figure out my routine, because the idea is I want this to be like, I want to wake up in the morning and I want to be able to day trade, talk some BS, all right, and then go out and do whatever I want to do. And I want to feel that time. So stop ride sharing. I don't want to ride sharing. I don't want to ride share. Okay. I like it. It's really good, but I'm depending on it, and I don't want to depend on it. And that's why we got to move on into other things. And so this is why, I kind of watch the news and I like talking about this stuff because I want to talk BS. I want to get a little bit deeper into some stuff, but that's why sometimes see, I'm watching everything, but I'm watching everything to Twitter because Twitter actually doesn't actually censor anything. There's something I want to talk. You know what? New York. Shit. I don't even want to say it. Hey there. Yeah, Major. That's my routine. I do it 7 days a week. It's not perfect, but it works. You know. And every time I gotta change my routine, I have to fit everything in there. But the thing is, I start something. Back in the day when I first started with the Tesla, I was working to 12-hour shift straight. 12-hour shift straight. The idea was to not shut the app off. As a matter of fact, if I had to go to the bathroom, I would not shut the app off. What I would do is I would take my Uber and I would put it in deliveries. And then while I was doing the deliveries, that's when I would go to the bathroom, do the delivery. So there was no downtime. That's how I was able to make my $2,000 a week, is because there was absolutely no downtime, and the algorithm on my app basically figured out how I worked, and I always kept it up. At least 6 hours, I kept the app on for 6 hours, either one of them, 6 hours straight. But it was mostly Uber, and they gave me those quests, and that's how my routine started. Now I lost the car. I went to the rental. I did the same routine, and then I stopped with the rental because I got an XT6, and then I had to change everything around. But the thing is, the whole switch is such a pain because I still want to do my content creation at the same time that I want to ride share. So I had to figure it out. Working first, I started not working early in the mornings. I would trade early in the morning, and then I would go to work for like 10 hours, and it wasn't working out. So what I did was I started waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I worked 5 hours, then I come back, sit here for 6, and then work another 5, and then my profits are still, they're still up there. So as long as I keep doing this routine, it works for me. It's just that ride sharing, I don't want to be doing it forever. Again, if you guys go to my website, remember there's like a Twitter, Facebook, Rumble is in there. I still can't seem to go live on Rumble, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I know I always go live on Twitter. Automatically goes live on Twitter. So yeah, Vinny. I think Vinny's working. I don't know what he's doing. He didn't say anything. He just said that he's not going to be showing up earlier today. Oh, Novice, what the hell is going on, Novice? Dude, what the hell's... Hey, Novice, man, you're making me nervous. Damn, Novice, I don't want to talk about this here. Oh, man, don't say this, Novice, man. I'm having... Come on, man, we got to stay strong. We got to keep going. There is no stopping this stuff, man. No matter how hard freaking... Yeah, listen, see, I'm talking to Novice right now, and something going on. But I listen. I work hard, work hard, work hard. It's either this, it's either this for me or homelessness. All right, I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got nothing else. All my savings, they're all gone. First, Puerto Rico took all my 401k, all gone. Came back, did it again, and then the pandemic took it again. All right, and now when I save money again, inflation took it again. So no matter how hard I work, some catastrophe just happens after each. And that's why I gotta eat right and I gotta do everything. So always have It's not like have a backup plan, but always do something. Okay, don't sit around and wait for bad things to happen to you. If something bad happens, just fight through it and keep going. you know, I keep watching these news. That's why I like talking about it because hey, sooner or later, I don't want somebody to say, hey, something's gonna happen at this place and stuff, and I'm picking somebody up and I'm about to drop them off in this place. I'll be like, hey, you know what? I don't want to take the project because I don't want to go there. It's kind of like the protest that happened the other day. There was a whole bunch. There was a protest for the whole Palestine Israel thing downtown, and I knew that something like that was going to be happening sooner or later. Was going to be coming on downtown, and once I saw it, it's like, you know what? I stopped working. I stopped working and I went somewhere else. And anytime somebody wanted to take a ride over in that area, I just didn't go. I don't want to be part of that stuff. That's why I like talking about the news, because when bad things start happening, I'm gonna know. At least I would hope to know not to be somewhere where I'm not supposed to be. Okay, kind of like this driver had the wrong person in the car. Had the wrong person in the car. Oh, and of course, I had a little incident a couple of days ago at a 7-Eleven. Can't help it. I can't help it. And then you try to avoid the problem by keeping your distance, and then some bad stuff happens, and then you have to do something about it. And listen, I try to avoid problems as much as I can because I'm always in company, and I don't want to be messing. I don't want to be messing with nobody, so I'll do my best to try to freaking avoid problems. But in my case, a couple of days ago, the problem just kept escalating. This problem just kept escalating, and I didn't know who the guy was, but it ended up getting a little bit rough. And he surely regretted it. But again, um, usually when I see a situation, I try to back away and I try to stay away because I don't want this stuff to happen to anybody because I do not know. I don't know if somebody's carrying. I don't know if somebody's got something. I don't know if somebody wants to hurt somebody else. I just don't want to be in it. I don't want to be around it. I'm gonna go the other way. Where's there Vinios? Listen, I haven't been seeing this. I do not know why. Listen, this is Rogue and he's shooting the bow at the truck. Look at this. Shooting the bow at the Cybertruck. I don't know if you guys seen this. Move! Didn't even do anything. It scratched it. Look at this. See right there? There's a little dent right there. A bow scratched the car. Elon said he just wanted to take the truck and put it up there and just like shoot at it. See if it's really bulletproof, like he said. It better be bulletproof. It has to be bulletproof. He said he was gonna make it bulletproof. I seen a couple here in Austin. I was trying to take a picture of it. Then I'm getting so nervous because I'm on a list to get the Cybertruck. How was my order? Did they say anything? I'm gonna take a look at my order. Hold on. Be on the Tesla.com. Lease starts at $399. Cybertruck. Ah, come on. I want to see. I'm telling you, my order is still in there for the Cybertruck. Oh, there it is. This is my Cybertruck right here, guys. Listen, I'm telling you, I doubt I'm gonna be able to get this thing. Look at this. You will be notified to complete your Cybertruck configuration as production nears. I was able to order the mid-range. But it's there. I have it. It's right there. It's right there. This is the I almost bought this one. This is my original one. All right, and this is the other one. Oh, it looks so cool. You guys got to see this thing on the road. This damn Cybertruck. I wonder if I could use the damn Cybertruck for ride sharing. Now, am I going to use it for ride sharing? Probably for a little while, and then I'm also assuming I do get it, and then I'll put it on the road and make some money on it. Maybe rent it on Turo for a little bit. Oh, dude, maybe I shouldn't say that. If the bank does give me the money, be like, wait, hold on, you said on your live that you were actually going to rent your truck. You shouldn't be doing that. Damn it. Hey, Novice, are you listening on the show? I know you texted me, but are you like listening? I don't know what's going on, man, but you're making me nervous. You know, same thing happened with Vinny one time, man, and I was just I was not taking it too good. I was not taking it too good, but I can't seem to give up. Um, with it, dude, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of people that just, man, there's people out there that's still trying to put me down. There's still people out there trying to put me down. That's why dude, I'm barely working with Vinny. Even Vinny knows, dude. When shit just doesn't go my way, I freaking cringe, like bad, like cringe, like I just want to, I just like when something bad happens, it's just it doesn't go. When it doesn't go my way, yeah, dog. I'll call you. I'll call you when you're free. So I gotta give Novice a call, see what's up, man. God damn it! I don't want to see yeah, that. Hey, listen, Novice, not Novice. If you're listening, bro, then yeah, listen. I'm not gonna let no people put me down. It's just that there is, have you guys ever had a situation where you're trying to do something and there's somebody out there trying to tell you, so no, don't do it that way. It doesn't work. But yet there is like they don't give you like the solution for it. Got a lot of people out there. I was like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Okay, then the fuck you want me to do then? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Oh, I don't know, but you can't do that. I was like, well, if you don't know, and then I don't know, what good is your freaking advice? You know? It's like, I got the website, I got the channel, I got the affiliates, I got the Amazon influencer. Okay, all these little things make me money. One of them is I want one of them to take off, but you know, we try to help. We try to help as many people as we can. At least, sometimes, Vinny talks, about day trading and stuff. Day trading is kind of like it's a hobby, but I would love to wake up in the morning, make $500 day trading, and then go about my day and do whatever I want. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I still want to do my ride sharing and doing my whole like what do you call it? Doing my social media thing and kind of enjoy life. I would love to get paid to do all the things that I wanted to do. It's kind of like what's this guy's name? Austin Airfoil. Austin Airfoil. So I know that guy and he runs his own airfoil. So he's got this electric surfboards, and it's got like an airfoil on it. And I told him, I was like, would love to like in the summer get together with him and take these things and just go out and just have fun and record it. And at the same time that I'm actually recording it, get paid for it. I use the affiliates. I bring them in business. Put it on the channel. Advertise this company, which is called Austin Airfoil. Hold on, let me see. Austin Airfoil. E-foil. Listen, this guy, this thing is so freaking cool. I wanted to do it for a little while. But these are the kind of things that I wanted. I wanted to make my channel of. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. This is his videos. It's got the airfoils. This is his channel. Man, this is not good. I told him, I was like, yeah, I got a channel too. And but this is Austin Airfoil. The damn lake is freaking cold. Even in the summer, it is freaking cold. But Austin eFoil Austin, you guys gotta check out his Twitter if you guys want to check it out. It's actually pretty cool. They're electric, just like the electric boards, the electric skateboards. You just press the button and he just goes. I just wish they had the the jet board where you actually strap the jet over to your feet, hook it up at the back of the jet ski, and you can fly around. I think that's what it's called, jet board. But these are the things that I've always wanted to do, but I've never been able to do it because I've always been working. And I was like, how can I work and enjoy all the things that I want to do and make money out of it? That's why I'm doing the whole social media network, working with Vinny, and trying to stay away from very, very negative news. But the whole situation with with the migrant situation coming over, though, it's because I see it on the streets. I see it on the streets, and I know it affects our driving. And now we're talking about people that keep saying that they want to hurt other people. And I was like, hey, okay, what happens if one of these people wants to do something really bad and they get in your car? They get in your car and they're all getting ready to do something bad to somebody, but they're in your freaking car. And then next thing you know, he pops up on the news. You see his face, all right, and then you get involved. It's like, yeah, I drove that guy or girl. I drove them, and then they committed a crime. So that's why I like talking about this stuff. Oh, here is Mr. Vinny O's. Hold on, I think it's gonna be in from his phone. There you go, Mr. Vinny. Cuz you're in.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
So where are you? Why are you speaking so low?
No, I'm just dealing with some shit today.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm hoping I gotta give somebody a call after the show. I want to know what the hell's going on, man. I'm getting really nervous.
Yeah, I kind of was listening in while I was doing my thing. What's going on with your boy Novice?
I don't know. I don't
Man.
know. I'm anxious. I'm anxious. I know Novice, hooked me up and we talked for a little bit. He's fucking funny as hell. Funny as hell. But this something's going on.
Well, I mean, if you feel something, when you feel something's off with somebody, and you feel obligated, you should check on them. Always check on your friends, man. Always check on your friends.
I got to. So I'm gonna give him a call shortly after the show and give him a call, see what's going on. No, but we're just talking about the negativity and whatever, everything that's going on. I'm trying to not to basically keep it going, work hard, eat right, exercise, always pivot. Be careful who you put in your car. If you seem to be a little bit skeptical about what's going on, just don't take the ride in the first place. Which that happened to me a couple of days ago. Was it a couple of days ago or was it a week ago? It was the whole protest. And I was like, oh, no, you know what? I'm going home. Just didn't like how things were turning out. Nothing happened. But, and then a couple of days ago, I had a little incident over at the 7-Eleven, which was on Halloween. And then I was not too happy with that. And then that got me even more nervous. I was like, you know what? Today's just not my day. And took off, spent it with the kids, and did something a little bit more joyful. As a matter of fact, yeah, I saw the pictures. I was laughing actually also at Richie's pictures, Halloween pictures with the family.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Always a
I was
good
showing
thing.
my daughter.
You spend some time with your family. That's always a good thing. You make those
But
funny.
I was uh-huh.
So I got a question for you, Eddie. How come you're not broadcasting on your YouTube channel today?
It's not on my YouTube channel. God damn it!
Nope. You made sure to have your Facebook and Twitter going,
Yeah.
but that's it. You didn't hook up your Facebook channel or your YouTube channel today. So are you purposely trying to get me in trouble?
No.
Are
No.
did you say something that is gonna violate somebody's terms of service or
I don't
whatever?
know. I haven't said anything. The only thing that I posted was Joe Rogan, the 7,000 caravan that's coming our way.
Oh God! Oh, you're gonna get me. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm done.
The 7,000 caravans. You know, in which direction they're going, I don't know.
Bro, they got
And then the Bundy Ranch. But you don't remember the Bundy Ranch over in 2013 BLM? Not Black Lives Matter BLM. The Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah,
man, I watched that whole entire thing. It was like holy, I was like, God damn! I was like, people just started showing that from all different states.
Bro, people will. It comes to a point where, the whole kings and peasants. I've talked to you about kings and peasants.
Yeah.
But once the peasants figure out they're being played like freaking dogs, they come together and they figure it out, bro.
Yep. And then they have to come to an agreement because it's just too many of us.
Well, it's the only thing that keeps people, the peasants, us, from taking back whatever government in any country, not just here in the United States, but any country, is that fear. Because as individuals, you can't defeat Big Brother, but as a collective, now you can do some real damage. You can take back. When Biden said, "How are you going to fight us? You got F-15s?" I don't need a fucking F-15. The F-15 is nothing without the man in the box. If the pilot understands, in the military, you have to, well, it used to be 3 general orders. Now I think it's 1 general order. But, you have to obey a lawful command. But who defines the lawful command? Just because you have a sergeant, a corporal, a sergeant, a lieutenant, a captain, a major, a general, whatever. It has to be a lawful command. Their word is not what's lawful. It's Uniform Code of Military Justice and the Constitution that makes the order lawful. And so when you get enough, and let's be honest, man, our military is not the strongest at this moment.
No,
it's severely weakened. Like severely weakened. The chain of command right now. I saw a couple of clips on Instagram and Twitter or wherever the fuck I saw it, where if you give an order today to today's military, and these people that they show, like the actors or actresses or whatever, it's like, wait a minute, who the hell are you talking to? Who are you yelling at like that? What do you mean I got to do this? What do you mean? Huh? What?
Yeah.
And it was defiant.
Yeah. You're talking about the ones that were saying, I was like, oh yeah, we got to go to war, whatever. And then the soldiers started saying, it's like, I ain't going.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about those?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know which one they were. I saw some of them prancing around, but when they started hearing that shit could hit the fan and they had to go, they're like, I ain't going.
Listen,
I ain't going.
Did you not hear? Did you not see the latest with the military ad commercials to recruit, to try to get to sign people up? You haven't heard the latest joke?
No.
Oh, the joke is, now they got white people again in the military recruitment ads. We must be going to war.
Oh, okay.
Now that's just as fucking racist. To say that is just as fucking racist as if they would have said anybody else. Have you seen the other commercial that's going around lately? I might alienate some people. I'm not trying to. If y'all think I'm racist, y'all don't know me. Y'all ain't been around long enough because my family's all mixed up. But did you hear I've seen it now a couple of times on the NFL where they're talking about Jewish hate is up 400 and something %. Black hate is up. Asian hate is up. Hispanic hate is up. But you know what it doesn't mention? The white hate that's up. So they're implying in that commercial, they're ignoring the facts, and they're implying that it's white people that's hating everybody else.
Uh-huh.
When
When it's
right
the total
now,
opposite.
the white guy is the biggest threat to America and to humanity if you listen to all these left-wing fucking idiots. I wish a motherfucker would. You know?
Well,
The whole idea that we have gotten so fucking divided, Eddie. So divided,
it's
and
really
you and I
bad.
talked about this. Yeah, it's bad, dude.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
It's
And people was
really,
like, "Oh
you know,
yeah,
in
we'd
the
rather Joe
90s,
Biden than Trump." I was like, "Hey," I was like,
Joe Biden is a
are you
fucking
seeing what's going
KKK
on right
member.
now?"
Joe Biden is part of the KKK. He is one
It's
of the
like,
most racist motherfuckers that's ever graced the halls of Congress.
and
Our
then
president is
that's another see, but that's another thing too. No matter how much you show it, you can never convince them. Be like, dude, but
Yeah.
I saw him smack the kid. Oh, you ain't got no evidence. He's on video right there.
Yeah.
No, that's not him. That's AI. I was like, holy crap! You catch somebody committing a crime, okay? Not because somebody said so. I was like, because you get caught on camera. Like, look. I was like, look on camera. It's like you got caught. No, you can't. And then they go free, and then they go free to then commit the crime again. But then the next crime they commit is even worse.
It just astonishes me that instead of holding people accountable and responsible as
Here it
people,
is.
right? Instead of doing that, they would rather divide us, play politics, play bullshit. Did you see the latest thing coming out in Washington D.C.? The mayor,
Oh, wait, hold on. Which one? Which one?
Mayor Bauer. Now they are going to give and sit down for this one, y'all. They're going to give them tracking devices. They're going to hand out free automotive tracking devices so that if you're carjacked or your car gets stolen, you can track to find it.
Yeah, sure.
What you know what happens with that, right? That's like telling a legal, lawful firearm owning citizen, you are a problem owning a firearm. Not the motherfucker that wants to rob you and kill you and shoot you and take your head off. No, he's not the problem. So now the government's going to track your vehicle wherever you go if it didn't already have GPS tracking available in it. You follow
Didn't
what
they
I'm
used to
saying?
do that back in the day with that Apple whatever tracker? That's how they used to steal the cars.
They can still, yeah, they still use those. The Apple tags.
Yeah.
Here's my question. The police will not arrest anybody now in DC. Right?
What is the
If it's not
tracker gonna
murder,
do?
you don't get erased. You don't get arrested. So now you want me to put a track, you're going to give me a tracker to put in the car that when I get robbed, I can't call the police to go get the car. So now you want me to go get my car so I can get shot. I can
Yeah.
get fucked up
See?
twice.
Yeah.
You're gonna have me assaulted twice. Because that
So
dumbass Mueller, whatever the fuck her name is in DC, that dumbass. She's like, what are we, dude? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
okay.
You know,
Well,
listening to. Go ahead.
and then they don't get it. Like they don't listen. Like they don't get it. It's kind of like the LGBTQ for Palestinians. Did you not hear the what's this guy's name? Ghazi Hamad, a Hamas official. He will repeat October 7 attacks until Israel is annihilated.
This has never been, and you know what? And at some point, I want to get Talib because Talib got mad at me when I said, and he's still holding a bit of a grudge, right?
I
And he
know,
says,
yeah.
and that's fine. I mean, listen, we can talk it out. I am not going to back down off my stance. If you're here in this country, you're an American first. You have to be. You have to be, regardless of your color, regardless of your religious beliefs. See, but he did what most people do. He took it as, oh, you're anti this or you're anti. Bro, I'm not anti nothing.
Yeah, no,
I don't give
it's
a
not
fuck
that.
what you do, what you believe. I don't care how you get there as long as you get there. But you can't explain that to people because they're so fucking brainwashed. So what you're saying, Eddie, is one of the head of Hamas has said we
Yeah.
will not stop until every Jewish person is eradicated from the earth. Right?
Annihilated.
Right? Annihilated, whatever it is. So
Oh,
how is that protected? How do you
that's a lot of people. By
how
the
do
way,
you endorse that? But regardless, how do you, if it was 1 or 1 billion, how do you endorse that? How does somebody stand up there and say, well, you know what? Yeah, he has a right to do that. You can't endorse that. If you're going to get pissed off at people that are trying to stop the shit, like here's the thing that bothers me the most out of the whole Palestinian-Israeli conflict right now. You know what bothers me the most? Is that it is clear, that it is very, very clear that Hamas uses human shields.
And they don't want to admit it.
They and openly admit this. This is not propaganda. This is not somebody's fucking opinion. They put their rocket launchers in the middle of a civilian neighborhood.
School, a hospital, civilian neighborhood.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Just as long as they got somebody as a shield.
And they fire these rockets without any they're not targets, bro. They're just firing into an area. And if you just happen to be there, fuck it, that was God's will. But yet when somebody comes back and does the same thing, oh my God, it's the worst thing God ever put on earth. This is what I don't understand. How do you and this comes down to why I don't believe in any religion. It's why I don't believe in religion.
Because it's just freaking fighting left and right. It's like,
Bro,
my God is better than yours.
Yeah.
You know?
And
it just keeps going.
But it's the same God.
And it don't end.
No, it doesn't.
It keeps going and it doesn't freaking end.
No.
Do you know? I don't know. I don't know about you. This guy says he wants to eradicate the Jews. Okay. Who's next? The Christians? Catholics?
100%. 100%.
You know that at one point in time in the interview, they want the whole entire their religion all over the world. All over the world.
Well, that's always been part of the Quran. The Quran speaks to that. If you were,
but then how do you do that? It's a lot of people. I don't want it.
It's supposed to be wiped from the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And see, but then you have some folks that are Muslim that are peace-loving people. They don't subscribe to the evil side of it. And you have Christians that don't subscribe to the evil side of Christianity. Because believe me, brother, they all got them. They all got evil sides. Doesn't matter if you're Jewish, doesn't matter if you're Christian, Catholic, none of that matters, bro. Everybody's got evil sides. You want to take you want to watch the worst of Christianity and Catholicism. All you got to do is go to the medieval ages, the 1100s, 1200s. Okay, just go into those areas where they were burning motherfuckers at a stake. Christians ain't fucking. They ain't no fucking better. It's part of all the history of it all. And the religious doctrine of every faith was served at its time of existence, meaning the way people looked at it when Christ was alive and then when he was dead and in the year 1000 AD and the year 1000 BC. All religions just served their time frame, their time period. Nobody speaks of true godliness.
Ain't God the unseen? God is just there. You never see him. It's just like kind of like Jesus. He came down, but to show that God exists.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. The same thing with Allah. It was like he was just a person giving a message about
it's
God.
It's the same person, Eddie.
It's the same. Yeah, I agree.
Same person.
They're all the same thing. It's just like everybody interprets their God in different ways.
And they're lit, but it's something that's taught. It's like racism, bro. And I don't know, when your daughter was a baby, did you ever have to take her to a daycare and drop her off at daycare when she was 1 2 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you would drop her off, and you would look at the other kids in the nursery at 1 or 2 years old, 3 years old, all the kids played together. They didn't give a shit if they were white, black, green, purple, yellow. They didn't care if they were Christians or Jews or Islamic. Nobody gave a fuck. Those babies didn't know that they were looking at something they're not supposed to like. But then look what happens: kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. The older they get, the more they realize, oh, wait a minute. No, I can't hang with you. You're black. Well, we're not supposed to talk. You're Hispanic. Oh, shit. White people run. That shit is taught. That shit is learned. When two people are born, do you know there was, I don't know how true this was, bro. I don't know how true this was, but there was this guy from Central Africa. He made a comment, right? And I forget where I say it. I don't know where it was, but just the context of it just absolutely blew me away. He says, until I got to America, I didn't know I was black.
No.
Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that people just exaggerate. I don't know. Everything is just going. There was some times where I actually had conversations with my son and with my daughter, and I was like, he's like, why do they do this to each other? Okay, or why do they say this to each other, or why do they call this to each other? It's because they're taught to do it. Okay, I'm telling you not to do it because it's just wrong. So like nothing ever stops because you're continuing what they started, which what they're complaining of. So you have a situation, all right, and then the situation keeps escalating, but they keep bringing it up. Hey, you shouldn't call me that word anymore. I was like, yeah, but you keep using it. Oh, it's because I'm a certain race, so I'm allowed to do it. I was like, yeah, but you don't understand. They were like, you want it to go away, but you keep instigating it. You keep bringing it back up. It's one of those things I taught my son. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it, because I'll smack you. I'll smack you. Oh, but my mama says that I'm black. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Okay. He's like, just because your dad was, it doesn't mean that you have to. This is the problem that goes from one generation to the other. Well, your freaking bad habits, and you continue the bad habits, and then you wonder why shit happens after that. It's like you have to stop doing it. Same thing with my daughter. Stop cursing in front of me. She's like, why, daddy? He's like, you do it all the time. He's like, I do it because I'm an adult. And when I can control it, I'll control it. Okay. But you, as a child, I'm the father, and I said no, so you just don't freaking do it. But it's a damn bad habits from the mother's generation. Just keeps bringing these bad habits on, and it passes on. And I'm trying to change everything. That's why I like doing this crap and working hard and stuff. I don't want my kids to think that not working hard is not the way to go.
Well, like I say, people didn't know what they were until they were taught what they were.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that kind of speaks to the bottom of it. That's the whole premise of it. When we look around and we say, well, why the hell is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Because we let it. Because we let it. As a society, we let it. Why can the left scream this and the right can't? Why can the right scream? Did you hear what Elon said in that same interview with Joe Rogan?
Which one? Because I just played one.
That Twitter was a state propaganda machine for the U.S. government.
Oh, yeah.
That Twitter was under direct control from the federal government. Think about that, bro. Think about that. That it was so censored that Democrats versus Republicans, a Republican, even if it was a middle of the road Republican, a moderate, he was slapped down, or she was slapped down, while Democrats were 10 times more likely to get their posts, tweets, thoughts amplified.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing he said in that interview that I didn't like was he said that Jack didn't have any, and I forget Jack's last name, founder of Twitter. What the fuck's his name? Jack what? whatever the fuck that dweeb's name is, right? The fucking founder of Twitter, creator of Twitter. Anyway, said that he didn't know what was going on. That's bullshit. He
Yeah,
knew.
sure. Is
He
is that
fucking
why was he always like on
Dorsey.
vacation, like far
Dorsey,
away?
Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey knew what was going on. These people know what's going on with their shit. To sit there and absolve, and that's like saying, like last night, Sergio was pissed, and you could feel his pain coming through on the live stream last night.
He did mention something that is the
Did you
only
not?
out
Did you
of
guys
everything
not
we
watch-
talked about is the one thing that actually caught my attention.
But here's the thing. Even he to absolve the CEOs that they don't know anything's going on is bullshit. That's why they make the millions and millions and millions of dollars. If they don't know what's going on in their own company, they should not be the head of that company. Period. And if something's so blatant as in tip stealing, if something's so blatant as in, oh, we're about to bend over 50% of our drivers, because see, that number never got discussed with this whole Lyft Lux shit.
No.
Okay.
But did you
Was how
see that
many
when
drivers-
he said that there was a problem with the AI that they can't freaking figure out?
Well, dude, bro, this is what pisses me off, dude. It's like I've been fucking saying for months, it's a ghost in the machine, and everybody that supposedly knows more than me, right? They all say, "Oh no, it's not a ghost in the." It's a fucking ghost in the machine. At some point, the shit gets so big that it's too big to fail, or they don't want to, or they can't get in there and correct it.
No.
Brother, they call that self-awareness. When AI becomes self-aware, game fucking over.
The thing is, can it be removed, replaced, and or fixed? Because they can't fix it. That's the only thing that caught my attention when Sergio was playing it. Is that they got a damn situation with the AI and they can't figure it out because he keeps fucking up.
At some
Okay.
point, they need to already be working on, if they want to be, if they plan to have longevity, if they plan to be around in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, for the next 2-3 generations, you know what they have to do? They have to have a completely new system built from the ground up. Because the way it is now, there's no way this survives.
No. They
Lyft
can't
is
even
gonna
do
be
autonomous
done in the next
cars.
24 months, Lyft will be out of here. Lyft will be fucking out of here in the next 24 months. They're
Listen,
going to be out of here.
what are they going to do with if the AI makes these kind of mistakes for whatever reason? All right, are they going to use the same AI to pick people up on their autonomous vehicles?
Bro, AI is already doing that.
So,
AI is
look at
artificial intelligence. Once it's live,
look at
it's live.
look at what happened with cruise cars, where they were freaking hurting people, running people over, getting in front of their.
No, that isn't so much AI as it is a failure in the design.
Correct, but these are the mistakes that the AI makes. And now we have it on Uber. Now we have it on Uber and Lyft.
Well,
but again, they can't figure it
confuse
out.
Let's not confuse the two. Artificial intelligence operates outside of human control. It doesn't need humans to control it. You can't, autonomous vehicles still needs human to control it. Remember what's happening with all of these vehicles. It's like a drone pilot operator. He's sitting in a container somewhere in Nevada, right? Burning up in a container, but he can see 20 or 30 or 40 different drones at a time. So these cruise vehicles got people sitting in, like us right here with NASA. You sitting in your home office, I'm sitting in my home office, and we can see everything that's going on. It's not AI. AI would be, it turns itself on, it plugs itself in, it turns itself off, it knows it's time to go to work. The subroutines operate without human interference. There's a big, big difference.
Hold on, because I didn't think there was somebody on the other end behind every wheel of the car.
100%.
Because I know the Tesla, when they do their autonomous, it's just going to be the car, and the AI is going to be basically taking over.
It's not doing it yet. It's not
correct,
AI.
not yet.
Autonomous vehicles should not be misconstrued or taken out of context to assume that it's AI. It's not AI. It's not AI. I think AI is not even a toddler. AI is still an egg in the womb.
And but by the way, did you not listen to Elon Musk? He was talking about AI, and he was talking about every single person that was actually creating AI. Is that every person that is creating AI have good intentions in mind? Everybody is creating something different, but every single one of them that's creating the AI have good intentions. None of them have bad intentions. He said it doesn't look that way. But then still we need to be able to we need to be able to fight back with the AI. So that's why his neural link.
My opinion is if you create AI because of the monetary ramifications or the power that comes with it, then you're not creating it with good intentions. If you're creating AI to go and plant the trees, plant the corn, plant the peas, plant the carrots, plant the potatoes, if that's your goal and you're not looking for monetary payment on the back end, then you have good intentions. But anytime you do something for money, it's not good intentions as far as creation.
I heard Kamala Harris does not want this AI to come out. And the rumor is that because the people that are creating the AI want the AI to be honest. And you might ask the AI to be honest about some things, and it might actually pull up a whole bunch of information on the Democrats about all the corruption that's going on.
Well, again, that's not AI. Like everybody thinks Chat GPT is AI. It's not fucking AI.
It's
it operates at gathering information at a speed that we have. It's quantum mechanics. It's quantum computing.
Correct, but it learns from it.
Bard, right? But it's a learning thing, but it's still not artificial intelligence, Eddie. To me, AI operates independently and separate from human control. That is AI. When the computer becomes self-aware, that's AI. This whatever this shit is.
Yeah, you're talking about AI like the T-1000 type of AI.
And even that didn't operate without human intervention. Well, I guess you can. But it had a central control.
That was totally different.
Well, wait. Now all right. I know we're talking movies here, but the Terminator series, okay, they were all created from a central control.
Correct. And the central control is it was basically an AI that made its own robots.
Control was AI. iRobot was iRobot. All the robots were controlled by one giant robot, but the one that Will Smith was dealing with, right? I forget his name, the robot's name. That was AI. That
Sonny.
Sonny was what we would consider AI. That's what I consider AI, because it can't be controlled unless you let it be controlled.
Correct. But the program had how was it that Sonny was built? They had the program had a counter, so it would have to debate in between following the order or not following the order.
Okay.
And then that gave it conscious, like, wait, hold on. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Does it make sense? Blah, blah, blah.
Let me prove to you what AI is.
But the iRobot thing, that's coming. Oh, that's coming real fast.
AI, if you go on as Chat GPT, or if you ask Bard or any of these other software programs that supposedly are AI, how to build a boom device. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It won't let you.
It won't answer you.
Nope.
So therefore, it's controlled. It's not AI.
Correct. There's somebody on the other end that blocks it.
Yeah, that's right. It's controlled. It's a
somebody
super
puts
fast
it in there.
Fucking search engine. That's all it is.
Correct.
But do you know why
once
they call
that guy in the back end gets removed?
Yeah, the wizard behind the curtain.
And remember, I think there was a person that was talking about ChatGPT, and he said you can ask ChatGPT almost anything, but there are some things that it doesn't answer unless you reward it. You reward what you're trying to ask it in a way that it passes. I guess you could say the security system that it has.
Yeah, it's got to overcome the protocols.
Correct. So if you ask it in a way where it actually can answer it, then it will. And there was somebody out there that was actually talking about this, and they was like, yeah, ChatGPT. I was like, yeah, if you reword something, okay, that it won't answer, just reword it, it will answer it.
Dr. C says, just like social credit scores. That social credit score shit, man, that ESG is falling by the wayside really fast. Just kind of pay attention to a lot of shit that's being done out there, and you're starting to see the peasants. The peasants are growing up. The peasants are starting to wake up because it's fine until it hits your neighborhood. And then once it's like anything else. Once it hits your neighborhood,
Once it hits, it's too late.
now you become aware.
No,
Now
yeah,
you
correct.
want to get involved. You
And
know what I
now
mean?
it's too late. It's too late. It's like,
Oh
hey,
no, it's not
now
too
you
late.
gotta.
No, it's not too late because I
No,
mean, if everybody in my neighborhood, took a stand, if they came together and took a stand, guess what's not going to happen anymore in my neighborhood? Any of that bullshit. It's just the
no
way
more
it is.
alligators.
Well, I mean, alligators ain't a bad thing if you're trying to throw bad people into it. I always say,
Well, then,
you
I heard it tastes like chicken.
want to stop a lot of violence. You want to stop a lot of violence? Start putting some of these idiots that commit murder, throw them into a pig pen, a wild pig pen, and watch what the pigs do to them. Throw them in there alive. Throw them in there
Well,
alive.
I heard about those torture methods.
They leave nothing.
As a matter of fact, didn't they bring back boarding, which was made illegal?
They leave nothing. Pigs eat it all.
So it's kind of like with what's going on. You know that there was somebody going out there, be like, "Oh yeah, so you're pro Palestine, whatever," and Hamas. It's like, "Oh yeah, okay, great." He said, "Will you sign this voucher stating that you will allow Sharia law and wearing a jihad and maybe giving up your kids for torture and maybe blowing yourself up for the cause, blah blah blah, and all that stuff." And he's like, because this is what's coming. I said, are you going to sign for it? And everybody was like, oh no, I didn't know that was part of it. I was like, yeah, that's actually part of it. That's what's going on. Okay, this is what you get when you sign up. So a lot of these kids are like protesting and stuff. It's like you don't understand what's going on, and you don't even know what you're protesting for. It's like the consequences. No.
But anyway,
it's kind of like the LGBTQ. I was like, did you not hear what the guy wants to do to every single one of you to the LGBTQ? Like they don't. You're not listen to what they want to do to you. Like you're not part of their group, and you never be part of their group. They want to. I mean, talk about eradication. I believe there was a Palestinian LGBTQ that they found, and they found out that he was actually part of the LGBTQ, and they went to chop his head off.
Again, this is people are so brainwashed to believe that everybody thinks the way they think. Oh, you have to think my way because parents didn't beat their asses when they were kids for 2 generations. Now kids just because do you know if I ever spoke to my mother or God forbid my father, the way these kids speak to their parents, like they say it's a fucking joke. It ain't no joke, bro. It ain't no joke. I looked at my dad when I don't know, when I was like 10 or 11 years old, right? My dad's old school, old world Italian, right? He was a fucking bull. He was 5'7" one way and 5'7" the other. He was not the motherfucker to be fucked with. He just was not. He accidentally, I was doing my homework one night, and I was doing it correctly. He thought I was doing it wrong. Okay. I don't know. He was in a bad mood, had a bad day. Anyway, he got up and he smacked the shit out of me. If you ever look at my nose has a crook in it.
Oh.
Before that moment, my nose didn't have a crook in it. He broke my nose that I was like, I don't know, like 10, 11 years old. Didn't mean to do it. Was when realized what happened was extremely apologetic. But this is the way that men used to raise men, that even whether it's right or wrong, motherfucker, toughen up. You got to toughen up.
Yeah. But then again,
now it's like, oh, they need a safe space. Yeah. Oh, they need to.
I mean, okay, I won't go that far with my kids, but the way I was raised,
bro, let me tell you something.
The belt, it was not sandals, bro. It was not sandals. I used to scream like I was getting killed just so I can get the sandal. But it was usually cable wires or the broomstick, the freaking pan. Okay, that's what it was, and that crap hurts. The weightlifting belt, the weightlifting belt. That's what my mom had. Okay, that's why it's hard for me to hit my kids.
And
It's hard for me to hit my kids because I know what it feels like.
Listen. All 4 of my kids tested me one time. One time. And that was it. That was it. Because discipline is not the opposite of enthusiasm. So when I hear you sit here, and I'm not going to do it to you, Eddie. I'm not going to do it to you. But when I hear parents, kid's out of control, the kid don't listen. When I get them little raggedy motherfuckers in the back seat, mom is in the back seat, the kid is in the back seat, the kid's cutting up, not in my car. I had a kid one night that was, kicking on the back of the seat. And I asked the mom, I said, hey, listen, can you stop that with the kid? He's kicking in the back of my seat, he's tearing up my truck. Blah, 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 stop. Kid said, shut up, mom. You know what I did? I pulled the fucking truck over. And I got on that kid. And you know what that kid did the rest of the fucking way? He shut the fuck up.
He shut the fuck up. Yep.
And mom was like so thankful.
Yeah.
I'm not.
There are some mothers out there that just don't get it. There are some mothers out there that just don't get it.
Then you throw them out the car. And then you report it to Uber or Lyft or whoever it is you're working for. And you let them know, listen, these 2 obnoxious little rat motherfuckers didn't listen. They were tearing up my car. And oh, by the way, here's a repair request. Here's they dirtied up my car request. I need to get my car cleaned up, and hit them with another $150.
But hold on, let me get to Dr. C. Dr. C. Dr. C is saying that the reach of funding the AI projects when it enslaves us. When it enslaves us, working folks, they can just blame the AI. Actually, they're trying to fund the AI, but the people that can that are creating the AI, they're not doing what they want to do.
No, of course not.
Because the people that are actually creating the AI have good intentions, because the bad intentions of AI are really bad. And again, like Trump said a long time ago, it's like, you don't need to be smart to be rich. And a lot of these people that have money, they think they can buy everything with money. And as far as I see, the people that are creating the AI, you can't buy them with money. You can't buy them with money.
Anyway,
so I'm hoping that it stays that way. Doesn't mean that it's going to go the wrong way, but as long as AI is being built by good people, then fine. But losing control of it, that's what you don't want, because once you lose control, that's it. Everything's done. It's over.
Yeah, but
the only thing you can do is probably go to Elon Musk, tell him to put that chip in your head and be like, hey, make me superhuman.
That's bullshit too, though, Eddie. That's bullshit too, Eddie, because there's no such thing as as long as only good people control it. It's not going to, for every day, there's night. For every good, there's bad. And so you are going to have equal access on both sides of the fence. That's like saying, oh, well, as long as, and I brought this up the other day, I forget who I was talking to about this. That's like the U.S. telling Korea or North Korea and Iran, and I'm telling this is how I truly feel about it. Who the fuck are we to tell Iran or North Korea they're not allowed to have nuclear plants and weapons?
Oh, I agree with that too.
Who the fuck are we to say that to them? But yeah, we've got a whole shitload of them. Since when, it's just because we only hear it one side, right? Well, fuck. Now, I'm just saying this as an example. I do not support nuclear weapons from anybody. I understand why they exist. Because if one has it, then the other opposite has to have it. Or else now that other opposite is now dominated. My greatest fear right now is if this thing, listen, Netanyahu has already said this is going to be a long, long process. He called it a war against Hamas.
And it ain't
The
gonna
fact
stop.
that he said that now puts all those countries that are on the side of Hamas, they just pitted that
on
against
edge.
everybody else. Right.
Yep. They're gonna put
Do
them
not
on
be
edge.
surprised if Iran drops a dirty bomb. Do you know why do you know why God, now this might get me in trouble. Do you know why the Japanese and the kamikazes had no problem dying? Do you know why those that strap themselves with bombs and go blow themselves up have no fear of dying? Because they believe so much in their faith that
That they
they
die
just
for
know
it.
they're going to a better place, that they don't give a flying fuck about anything on this planet.
Correct. And they were also drugged.
Well, I don't know about all that drug shit, but I've met motherfuckers that were so inclined into their faith that it doesn't, they have no give. It's like an animal. A bear doesn't care that it's eating a deer
Yeah, well,
that was just born.
I
The
I,
bear
I,
don't
s- I
give a.
s- I saw how they teach the kids in Gaza. What they do in
They do
Gaza, how
that
they
in
teach the
every school,
kids.
though. In every religion's the same shit. They indoctrinate them. All religions
Yeah.
indoctrinate kids. All religions do that. I don't subscribe to just the one side is bad.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, when you blindly and aimlessly don't give a fuck about your neighbor, that's the problem.
Sooner or later, it's gonna come back to you. What comes around goes around.
I don't know. I want
We
to
are
get up.
way over, by the way. You know that it's 126.
Yeah, I know. I gotta
Well,
go. I got shit. I gotta take care of.
226. Holy
I wanted to
crap.
jump on here so that you didn't fire me.
Yeah, no, I know.
But you
I was
can,
thinking
if
about
you want to, you can fire me, bro.
I
If
was thinking
everybody,
about it
if you,
yesterday.
okay, well, listen. I tell you what, I will not be. I'm taking next week off.
Oh, Vinny's taking next week off.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will not be here. You guys make sure you go like and subscribe to Eddie's channel, Driving in Style, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. No, Facebook is what? Tesla, Puerto Rican Tesla.
Puerto Rican Tesla, yeah.
Rumble. Make sure you guys go.
I've never been
subscribe.
able to, and I haven't been able to go live on Rumble. Something going on there.
So you guys make sure you go subscribe over there so you can check out the Eddie and Eddie show, because next week I'm taking the week off. I will not be around. I'm going into hibernation mode because Eddie don't like me, and enough of his followers have talked enough shit about me that I just wish they would do it to my face instead of hiding behind a keyboard. So I'm gonna let
Yeah,
Eddie do.
no. Well, it's behind the keyboard. It was just that was Nick from Jersey. Nobody listens to Nick from Jersey.
Oh no, it's more than that, bro.
Listens to
It's
Nick from
okay.
Jersey.
It's okay. I'm tired of bringing you down, bro.
So
I'm tired of bringing you down. You do better without me.
okay. Well, Ed, and Eddie, Dr. C, Ed.
There you go. See, there you go. There you go. So you'll do
All
better
right.
without me. This channel will not be active for the midday live next week. My
All
channel.
right, you heard Vinny. You heard Vinny. Let's see. Let's see if he doesn't show up. All right, listen, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. What's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday. All right, we'll do it again next week. All right. Monday in the mornings with Eddie and Vinny. We will talk to you
No,
later.
no,
All right.
no. Correct it.
Oh, correct. Okay, then we just Eddie. Okay,
There
Vinny's
you go.
taking a week off.
There you go.
Next week he's taking off. All right. Peace. Vinny, start singing.